And that's one of the things why you like, I assume, kind of doing this work is because you save people's lives. I mean, in a way. I mean, I'm sure you get stories back, right?
We do. We do.
Could you share any of those with us today?
Well, yeah. We hear back a few times. Most of the times I don't hear, but it's nice to hear back. One that happened here recently was just a contract worker for one of these large construction firms over in Iraq that's rebuilding Iraq.
Right.
They drive our vehicles, the executives do. And so they drive our vehicles, and they actually had a roadside bomb explode next to the Suburban that they were they were driving. And a roadside bomb, you know, it's an IED, it's an explosive. It could range from, you know, 10 pounds of dynamite. I don't know much about them, but they're very. Usually they have ball bearings and all kinds of shrapnel, and they're looking to kill. They're looking to hurt. Yeah. And so this roadside bomb exploded next to the vehicle, and later I had heard the guy contact me, and you know he sent me pictures of him and his 2 girls and his wife.
Oh, is that right?
And it's an amazing story. He thanks us for saving him and his buddy's life that we're driving the vehicle. So I mean that happens. Actually, I hear about quite often that's happened, and it's good to hear, because I mean, I know that what we're doing, I know the material we put in our vehicles will stop what we say it'll stop.
Right.
But it's good to have that confirmation that it will.
Yeah, you don't want to sit in them and test them, I'm sure. Right?
No,
it's
no.
Not like, well, let's talk about those materials, because you know, is there any James Bond things in there? You know, I mean,
well, there are. Besides being bulletproof,
right.
And I'll show you the materials here. But besides being bulletproof, we do add some James Bond type accessories, like a smoke screen system.
Okay.
So it's a cloud of smoke that creates behind your vehicle while you're driving. In case someone's following you, you can, you know, kind of fog them out. They can't see a thing. Or there's a road tack dispensing system. So just by pressing a button, you'll have these little spikes drop from the back of your vehicle, and they'll puncture the tires of the person following you.
I mean, that'd be interesting. Does anyone hit the wrong button once in a while? You ever get stories on that?
We do. Yeah, we do. In fact, clients will call us and say, hey, I pushed this thing and I had my bodyguards following me in a car behind me and they're flat tires and all this. It was not fun.
So it does happen.
Yes, it does. It does. And the other thing we have is electric shocking door handles.
Oh.
So if you grab the door handle, you'll get a jolt. It keeps the people from pulling you out. A common thing that happens is they'll actually whoever's attacking you, the assailants will actually hit your vehicle, and the door locks on the vehicle are made to open right away when you're in an accident. It's a safety feature.
Okay.
Your airbags come out and your door locks unlock. It's so you can get out of your vehicle. Well, in these cases, what they were doing is they're hitting the vehicle. The door locks, because they know they're in an armored vehicle, the door locks open up and they open the door and pull the person out.
Okay,
Defeats
that's fast.
the armored car. Yeah, really quick. So what we've done is we created a door locking system that you actually lock yourself into the vehicle. So we call it a deadbolt locking system, because it's like a deadbolt. All the doors you're locked inside your vehicle.
Right.
Because that's where you want to stay. You don't. A lot of clients will say, well, you know, I want to fire back. You know, give me a gun mounted on the top or something. And you know, these guys are unexperienced usually.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to do if, you know, they were under attack anyway. So we tell them, you know, stay in your vehicle. That's your safest place to be, and use your vehicle as a weapon. I mean, if they're in front of you, plow them over. You have 1,000, 1,500 pounds more weight added to your vehicle because of the armor. So you can really take them out if you needed to.
So do you train them some? Do you say what to do? I mean, do you even have a short training course?
We do. We do.
Oh, you do?
We do some training. Usually when we provide vehicles to some state, heads of state for other countries. So they'll send their chauffeurs over to us. We'll provide an offensive training package and actually an armored car training, so they know that how it's going to feel, because like I said, it's about 1,500 pounds more weight.
Right.
So they're going to have to be able to maneuver the vehicle and do that kind of stuff.
Well, let's.
Yeah, I can show you the materials.
Let's see some of the materials on this.
So I brought some materials here. First of all, we use a lightweight armor. I'll grab the lightest thing here so far. We use a lightweight armor. What this is it's called Spectra Shield.
Okay.
It's a polyethylene. So it is a fiber. I think they use this material also in wakeboarding ropes and kayaks, if you're familiar with that material.
But pretty stiff when you
It is.
together.
Yeah. So it's layered. It's a lot of layers of the material, and so basically this we put in the doors, and it's very lightweight. If you want to hold that, it's about 3 pounds per square foot.
Yeah.
So
on a rough day after giving finals, I may want to
yeah, you may
wear
want
something
to.
here.
So you can see what we shot it with. We shot it with an AK-47, an M16, AR-15. So different rounds were used. And these are high-power assault rifles. These aren't your handguns that, you know, your 22 or your 9mm. So in the back, this is what it does to the armor. So it goes in, but it actually does not penetrate the armor. So this is in your door.
Okay.
So this is what we're looking to do is stop penetration. We don't want the bullets coming in to kill anybody. So that's what we're doing.
Wow.
So
here,
you want?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go put that down.
Okay, I'll put it down. And then in other areas of the vehicle, we put this ballistic steel. Wow. So this will go. Let me set this
I'm
down.
not going to hold that one.
No,
is
this
that
is
okay.
This is actually 13 pounds per square foot. So that's the reason we don't want to use this material in the vehicle, all over the vehicle. We want to use the lightweight material because we want to save the weight. So this material is 5/16 inch hardened ballistic steel. It's not your everyday common steel. And you can see it can take a lot of rounds.
Wow.
I mean, these are all AK-47s, a few AR-15 rounds.
Doesn't look like it even dented it much.
No, it didn't. And then you go to the back, and I think this is the biggest little dent that we have here. So it's not very penetrative. But we don't want to use this all over.
No.
Because it'll be too heavy.
Right.
So that's one of the advances we've made at a company.
So do you make your own? I mean, do you kind of generate your own kind of materials in a way? I mean, that are kind of unique, or?
We don't. We use unique materials.
Okay.
We don't make the materials ourselves.
Right.
But we use most armors out there will use all steel.
Okay.
And then the ballistic glass.
That's your windshield? Is that
This is like a windshield, or this is about 2 inches thick. It's called 40 millimeter. So it stops the same rounds that we've been talking about, AK-47, M16 type rounds. Boy, just picking these up, I'm lost my...
Yeah.
Anyway, so the bullets penetrate, it breaks the glass. It's several layers of glass, but then on the back end, you have what we call a polycarbonate or a plastic, and it actually catches the shards of glass coming at you and actually stops the bullet too. See, so it's I can rub my hand all through here and there's no penetration. So that's what we're looking to do.
And those don't roll up and down, do they?
It's a good question. They actually do.
Oh, they do.
They actually do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we custom make our motors to make the window go up and down. It'll go down about halfway is what we try to get.
So I'm just curious. So someone takes a shot at it, breaks the window, then do you get to replace it?
We do. We do, and we do that actually quite often also.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Usually, sometimes
the whole car, just sometimes the windows? I mean,
usually what they'll do is for instance, we had a vehicle last year, was in West Africa.
Right.
It was a Hummer H2, fully armored, and he drives into his compound, and about 40 terrorists, whatever you want to call them, assailants, wanting him to kidnap him, starts firing on him. He drives into his compound because that's where he lives.
Right.
So he drives in and kills his little bodyguards that he has, and just start firing on him with AK-47s.
And he's in the vehicle.
He's in the vehicle. So but he's already trapped. So they're firing on him. He said it was over 90 to 120 rounds they found just on his vehicle. He stayed in the vehicle. They finally got tired. I mean, plus they were, other people were coming to get them.
Oh, okay.
So about 20 minutes this went on. They finally knew they weren't going to get him out. They went in the house, grabbed his wife, and kidnapped her.
Oh.
They charged about $500,000 for her. So, I mean, he was safe, but unfortunately, his wife wasn't with him at the time. So
like, what do you do when a car's been shot up that much?
So on this one, we sent we told the guy buy a new one, but sometimes they don't think that way.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But so he He actually bought all the glass from us
Okay.
again. I mean, every glass needed to be replaced.
Right.
And then with the other material, you really only have to replace, the steel will still be good.
Right.
The door armor we sent also out there, and then they did the body work on the vehicle, and we're going to install the glass here in the next month.
Did you send a team out there then all the way?
We did. We sent
You
two
did?
technicians over there to Iraq, or not, excuse me, Iraq, West Africa, and did the installation there.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. We kind of summarized today what Trent has brought to us is that, again, we see the passion of entrepreneurs and the willingness to do hard work. But more importantly, I think you started in sales, which is a typical area that a lot of our entrepreneurs come out of. They see opportunities and they pounce on them because they see where there's opportunities in the market, where these strategic windows are. And that's what you did.
Yeah.
And then, of course, mentoring helps.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So use your mentors.
Yeah, that's right. Use your mentors. Well, thanks so much for coming today and appreciate the time you spent here.
Thank you.
Okay.